There are several occasions people are being scammed on the street and they just campaign or just talk about it each day and each time, even on TV, on radio, like on social media, right? But then you sometimes ask yourself, how does this thing happen? Yes, it can happen to you and it can happen to me too. But then what you have to do anytime, any day on the street is just be smart. Just be cautious about whatever is happening on the street, about the surroundings you find yourself, right? Now, these guys we see on the streets that we call them the street guys or whatever are just smart. They sit down to calculate how to go about things. They sit down to calculate about how to scam people. So you being the stranger on the street or even being an indigenous on the street, what you have to do is just be cautious. Just be smart on the street. Now, someone calls you walking on the street, you just walking on the street and someone calls you, yo, I want to talk to you or something. Do I know you? Or now you may not know the person or like totally you do not even know the person. For you to be on the safer side, right? What you have to do is someone calls you, don't know the person, just keep going. If the person insists he knows you, right? He can still come closer to you. But then just look around, find a convenient place that you think when like if the person is coming to rob you or coming to use a gun and knife on you, you are still safe. If you listen to one or two conversations from the person, you think no, this thing is not good for you, or like the conversations does not make sense to you. That is it, just cut it off and just move on. So simple. That is what you have to do any day, anytime on the streets. If someone calls you and the conversation the person wants to have with you or have with you is not that sounding to you, what you have to do is just keep going. Just go take your car, just go to wherever you are going. And that let's just end the case over there. They work with a team that someone will just approach you, one person will just approach you, and by the time you realize like people are just coming closer to you. People they will come in disguise, they will come like they're also strangers. But bro, they are part of the team. There are some kind of videos I'm just going to show you today for you to know how these guys are being scammed or how people are being scammed on the streets. Let's check this first video. Now, with this guy, he alighted from the taxi, right? And now for him to just continue his journey. See the guy from the other far trying to call him. Like he's acting as if he's making the call, like he's doing something that just he like and that he needs the guy's like help or assistance. He just want to ask him question. Just look at how he's acting. And now look at this guy down there. Like also calling the guy that yo, there's a man there calling you. But then fortunately for this guy, since he knows them, so he didn't actually fall for them. But then let's look at the next videos to see how these guys fell for them. Check it out. The guy, is he going to fall for them? He just came out from the taxi and the man is still calling, he's insisting, but then the guy didn't go. Yes, he knows them, he knows them, he knows what they can do. Yes, such a young boy, a boy in his 20s or something, and he's part of them. Just look at him, such a nice guy. Now see, they've called this old man as well, right? Let's see what is going to happen over here. If this old man is going to fall for this junkie. Just look at the man, someone just like in front of you, such a junkie, and then you, such a gentleman like you, if you are going to fall for this, then this is going to be so cruel. You understand? So let's see how it's going. You see how the guy is coming again. Right, the guy is coming again. Let's see if they're going to fall, or the man is rather going to fall. So is this old man going to fall for this fix? That should be the question. And the only thing is, like, no one can say anything about it, especially like those selling. Yes, let's see. The communication is still ongoing, and let's see if the man is going to fall for it. Thank God, the man didn't fall. The man didn't fall for them. Yeah, so over here they've been able to call this guy, right? And now look at this video, the guy in orange shirt, okay, is the main initiator. So he actually called the guy. And now this guy has actually fallen for them like 50%, halfly of whatever conversation they're going to have. Because he's been able to stay there for more than 3 minutes, 2 minutes, right? And now he's enjoying the conversation. So this guy actually didn't use the normal routine of acting as if he knows him or he being like a classmate or something. But then after starting that conversation for about 30 seconds, he changed it to be like being a magician or a pastor or something that he can help the guy to become rich or something. Now look at how he's doing. He's acting magically to convince the guy totally. And now they are still taking his belongings. Just look at it down there. The guy was just exchanging his phone. Yes, he's exchanging the phone now. Yes. And they are just going to give him soup or any or it could be stone or something. And they will just force the stone into his bag. Yes, they will intentionally put it into his bag and just tell him not to even look around because the guys around are just thieves and they can just take whatever he's giving him. By the time he realizes or by the time he goes home, like he wouldn't even open it. And then he later on when he opens the bag, he's just going to find a stone or like any other artifact. Now they've been able to convince him with the phone, and now they are still taking him into the ghetto, or not even a ghetto, like a place they can just totally take over. And now they've taken him over there. You see how it works. So the next guy, you see there are three over there. So the other guy is also part of the guy in orange. And now they are taking over this guy. So basically the guy is just going to go home with nothing. They're not going to take his bag, but they're just going to take his money and also his phone. Because over here they've convinced him that yes, they're just going to make him a better person, right? So this is how it works. Now enjoy the video. Let's see this one if he's going to fall for them or they are rather going to fall. See the young guy I showed you his video previously. Now look at him. Now look at him. Is this poor guy going to fall for them? See what he's doing. They have a lot of tricks, so maybe I didn't see whatever, like I didn't add up to whatever like other tricks they may use, but then just be smart. If you're using the road or if you're going somewhere and someone calls you, you don't know the person, just keep going. That is it. Thank you, the guy didn't fall. Thank you, the guy didn't fall.